In this video, I want to tie up a few loose ends on rational and radical equations, and then look at how to solve formulas that are either rational formulas or radical formulas, and how to solve them for different variables, kind of rewrite them in a different order. So I do want to talk to you real quick about how do you solve an equation where um, the the variable's exponents, it's not a square root, but it's written as a rational exponent, like x to the 1/3 equals 4. If you had to solve this, to get rid of the 1/3 power, you would cube it. So x to the 1/3 cubed is just x. And then all I'd have to do here is 4 cubed, and I get 64. If I had x to the 1/5 equals -2, then I just raise both sides to the 5th power. And -2 to the 5th power is -32. Sorry about that. And x to the 1/5 raised to the 5th power is just x. So it'd be x equals -32. So if you see problems like that, that's how you do a rational exponent. So if we want to look at some formulas, this is an optics formula used to find, like when you're working on lenses and things like that, if you take a physics class. So 1 over f equals 1 over m plus 1 over p. They want me to solve this for f. This is problem number 80 in your book if you're looking for an example. So what I would need to do is to find my LCD, which if I have an f and I have an m and I have a p, my LCD is going to be all three, FMP. FMP, FMP. I'm going to cancel anything that they have in the numerator and the denominator. So the f will go away here. So 1 times mp is just mp. The m's go around away here, so it'd be just fp, plus the p's go around here, away here, and it'd be fm. And I'm trying to solve for f. So if you notice, the f's are over here, but there's 2 of them. So what I'm going to do, since they're in both terms, I'm going to factor an f out. And that would leave me with p plus m. F times p plus f times m is the same thing as f times p plus m. So then if I want to get f by itself, all I'd have to do is divide both sides by p plus m, and that would be my answer. mp, oh, whoops, I wrote that wrong. mp over p plus m equals f. These cancel out. So that's one way, that's a rational equation. All right, we could also have some radical equations that we have to solve, like 82, whoops, 82, can't see that, is a geometry formula. It's for surface area of I think it's a cone, a cubed cone. I'm not sure which formula it is. Surface area of a cube, sorry. And here they've got it for the side lengths. Uh, you take the surface area and divide by 6, and then take the square root, and that'll give you a side length of that cube. So what if we needed to solve for the area instead of the side? So if I want to solve this for a, what would I do? Well, the first thing I do is square both sides. So I'd get s squared equals, and this removes the square root, it'd just be a divided by 6. And then all I'd have to do is multiply by 6. So 6s squared equals a. We could have one like problem 85. 85 is a compound interest formula. So 85 says I equals the square root of a over p minus 1. They want me to solve this for p. So the first thing I want to do is isolate this radical. It needs to be by itself. So I'm going to add 1 to move it over here. So I have I plus 1 equals the square root of a over p. And I'm going to square both sides. When you square I plus 1, you get I squared plus 2I, 2 capital I should say, 2I plus 1 equals, this is going to be a divided by p. And we're solving for p. For p. So I'm going to multiply both sides by p, and that gives me a equals all of this, and then if I want p by itself, I'm just going to divide by what I have here in parentheses, I squared plus 2I plus 1, and that will cancel out. I'm going to have it on both sides, I squared plus 2I plus 1. So that cancels. P equals a divided by I squared plus 2I plus 1. So you just want to work them out like the other ones that you have seen. Take a look at 88. 88 is a velocity problem. V squared over r squared equals 2g over r plus h. And they want me to solve it for h. This one's a little bit different because I don't have lots of different fractions. I just have a single fraction on the left and a single fraction on the right. So to me, that looks like a portion. And I'm going to make it easy by just cross multiplying. And I get v squared times r plus h equals 2g times r squared. I'm trying to solve for h, so let me get rid of the v squared first. So that is r plus h equals 2gr squared over v squared. And then all I've got to do is subtract r, and that is solving for h. H equals 2gr squared over v squared minus r. So just use the rules that you've learned for rational equations and for radical equations and apply those to these formulas, and you should be in good shape.